Hello, gentle marketers. Welcome to episode 34 of the Gentle Business Revolution podcast, the show where we talk about marketing your business by disrupting the current marketing paradigm and changing it to a gentler approach, one that's based on empathy and kindness. I'm Sarah Santacroce, I'm the host here, and you know that you're in the right place if you are a heart-centered entrepreneur or change maker who is looking for a better way to market your business. Or you are an entrepreneur who is simply tired of the traditional marketing, hypey kind of model and are ready for a paradigm shift. You might also be a marketing impact pioneer, so someone who's working in a company, an organization who does business for good. Real quick before we begin, today, May 1st, is the day we begin the Gentle Marketing program as a group. This is an additional round of the program, sort of semi-live 8-week program, which means that you get access to the whole course material, so video training plus assignment workbooks in my beautiful new customer hub on Kajabi. So this takes you through all the 7 Ps that we often discuss here on this podcast. You also get access to our private community Trello group where you can connect with other participants and ask all your questions. It's like a Facebook group, but better because it's exclusive for our group and we don't get distracted by bad and fake news that are making us so anxious on Facebook. In addition, and just for the special round, you get access to my new mini course on authentic and fair pricing, a workshop in which you discover the secrets to clients you love and the business that brings you joy every day. You also get my passive income planner in order to help you think about and plan some additional income sources. And we get to hang out together in 3 live workshops with me and the other group members. The first one is today, May 1st, 11 a.m. EST, about income generating ideas for the coming weeks. In case you're listening to this after May 1st, of course, I'll send you the replay of this workshop. The second one, 4 weeks into the program, May 28th, about improving your LinkedIn profile and marketing. And the third one at the end of the 8 weeks on June 25th to wrap up, answer questions, and define next steps for you. It's not too late to join us. You just go over to thegentlemarketingrevolution.com and sign up for the online version of the program. And if you want to know what past participants say about their program, here's a clip with some testimonials.
Sarah, words alone cannot express how profoundly grateful I am and how blessed I feel for this incredible opportunity, your Gentle Marketing Revolution program, and the incredible community around it. Honestly, this program and tribe is exactly what I needed. It's been a really long time since I felt so excited, so confident, as well as so hopeful about my path as an entrepreneur and the importance of being around my own type of people. And I can't believe how excited I am to do all the assignments and the heavy lifting. Thank you so much, Sarah.
The Gentle Marketing Revolution program helped me let go of my internal shoulds and to just focus on the marketing strategies that work for me, the ones that I'm really comfortable with. I really gained clarity on how everything I do in my business always connects to my purpose and to who I am. It's a great program.
The content is both fundamental and strategic. It has helped me to make sure I have the basics in place so that putting myself out there feels much easier and less intimidating. It's strategic because it covers all the key decisions a marketer needs to make in putting together their plan. I highly recommend this program, both for people starting out and for those who might be dissatisfied with their current marketing efforts and outcomes.
The best part of Sarah's Gentle Marketing Revolution is that she combines a truly heartfelt and authentic approach to what can be a daunting subject, marketing from the inside out. I felt welcomed and inspired, ready to put more of me out there. I've made some great contacts and friends with people I feel aligned with, and several business opportunities have already been the outcome of these new friendships. Thank you, Sarah, for a wonderful program. I highly recommend it.
You wouldn't be listening to this podcast if the cookie-cutter, fear-based approach was still working for you. Whether you are just starting out or have been in business for a while, this program will help you set the foundation to attract like-minded clients and then become the person who can reach bigger goals, whatever they are. Check out the details at thegentlemarketingrevolution.com, and if your intuition calls you to join us, I'd love to have you. Okay, so I'm back with another book update. I'm celebrating a milestone as I'm done with the first shitty draft. I got to about 40,000 words, and they say that an average business book is about 50 to 60,000 words. So I have at least another 10,000 words to go. Okay, so since my last book episode, which you can listen to under sarahsandacroce.com GBR25, so since that last episode, here's what happened. First of all, like I said, I kept writing and have now finished this first draft. I then realized that in order not to get stuck at this milestone or plateau, I needed some extra accountability and went ahead and hired my friend Kat Rose from creativeintrovert.com as my book coach, so I don't lose that momentum and make sure I move on to the next steps. Kat has written her own book called The Creative Introvert, and so I thought, well, she's a great person to help me get to the next step. So she's been reviewing my draft, and we discussed the coherence of everything. And already one of the major ahas I had thanks to her was the realization how the 3 phases that I talked about in the last episode, so episode 25. So the 3 phases that I talk about as the journey to gentle marketing are rumble, rise, and resonate. So the aha was me realizing how these 3 phases work together with the 7 P's of marketing. Here's how I explain it in the book. At the same time as I was researching mandalas, I kept coming across the symbol of the labyrinth. In response to a post on LinkedIn asking if anyone knew a specialist in mandalas, I was introduced to Allison. In an email exchange, she wrote to me, "For a start, labyrinth and mandala are the same word in Sanskrit, and both are sacred. I work mostly with labyrinths as a pathway to the heart, the other side, higher self, etc. They are my passion and can also serve to solve problems and provide a very real non-left brain linear response to direct questions. I love the concept and image, but at the time it didn't fit with my idea of wanting to represent the 7 P's for gentle marketing, so I stuck with the mandala. Still, the labyrinth kept coming back. In a course I took, meditations I followed, and even a real stone-made labyrinth in a forest next to my sister's house. We were on a casual family stroll and found this beautiful formation in a clearing. We walked it together, but of course I was the only one who really understood the deeper meaning of it. In the meantime, I had learned that the path of the labyrinth represents a journey to our own center and back again out into the world. There are 3 stages when walking a labyrinth. The first one is release, walking towards the center, releasing and shedding what no longer belongs, finding your authentic self. The second one is receive, reaching the center and pausing to receive whatever messages or insights come as a result of being there. The third one is return, taking whatever you have learned and received back into the world. Nevertheless, I thought it was just another coincidence that these labyrinths kept popping up in my life. It wasn't until I worked with Kat that the clouds were gone and I could see clearly now. I could see that the 3 phases of the gentle marketing journey were similar to the phases of the labyrinth journey, and that the 7 P's of gentle marketing were landmarks along the path. So thank you, Kat, for pushing me to see how these 2 systems work together. What else? I've also since copied the manuscript from Google Drive into Scrivener, and that's where Tony, my husband, will do the first revision. I'm kind of nervous about that, as I have a tendency to be very sensitive to criticism, especially from him. What else? I've decided that I will self-publish. I've done a lot of research and all the roads kept leading to self-publishing. And one of the reasons is also the timing. This book really needs to go out sooner rather than later, because I really truly believe that more than ever do we need gentle marketing. And so the time is now and not in 2 or 3 years, because that's how long it would take to, get an agent, find a publisher, probably be rejected for a number of years until finally, finding a publisher. So no, I decided that I needed to self-publish. I've also already updated my site to mention that I'm available for in-company trainings about gentle marketing in organizations. So that's one of the things that Jenny Blake, my mentor and author of Pivot, The Only Move That Matters is the Next One, convinced me of. I kind of told her, I don't really want to work with companies. They're all, I don't know. I just felt like they were not ready for gentle marketing. But she convinced me that there is more and more organizations out there who are open to it. And especially if someone is reading the book, then, why not mention it? Why not work with, for example, B Corp labeled companies who are actually open to gentle marketing? So yeah, I updated my site and mentioned that, and I included a letter to a marketing impact pioneer at the end of the book, and then point them to my website. I also started reaching out to a few past podcast guests that I considered to be gentle marketers, and I want to interview them about their marketing and then share their stories in the book. And I'll use the recording of the interview as a bonus for the book launch. And that's also thanks to Kat, who had that brilliant idea. Overall, what I'm noticing right now is that writing a shitty first draft is probably actually the easy part of writing a book. And that's where a lot of people stop, and then they just publish that shitty draft. Maybe that's also what gave self-publishing a bad reputation, is that there are quite a few books that, probably shouldn't have been published. So I don't want to publish a shitty book. So the second phase will, in my eyes, be even more important than the first phase. And probably also, bring into light some of the vulnerabilities that we have as authors. Or even just saying that sounds weird because I don't consider myself an author yet. But in the end, that's what it is, right? If you write, you're an author. So that comes with vulnerabilities, and that's probably also why I'm a bit nervous about Tony reading this first draft, because there's going to be certain things that he either doesn't agree with or he wants to change. So it's definitely a vulnerable move to have someone else edit or read and edit your book. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm still also considering to work with a second editor and or a proofreader. So reach out to me and write to my email, sarah@sarahsenatacroce.com, if you're one or the other. I hope you enjoyed this episode. You can find all the show notes at sarahsenatacroce.com/GBR34. This concludes season 4, and I'll be back next week with season 5. All the interviews are already booked or recorded, and it promises to be a great season again. If you'd like to actively support the podcast and become a member of the Gentle Business Circle, get access to a monthly live Q&A call where, for example, you could ask me questions about the book process, please check out the details at sarahsenatacroce.com/circle. I really hope you'll join me on this journey to a kinder marketing paradigm. Please invite your friends to join us by sharing this episode or the Gentle Business Manifesto with them. Both can be found at thegentlebusinessrevolution.com. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. Speak soon.